Mark, thank you. After being listed as questionable, remember he missed Monday's game against the Clippers. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you see him warming up there in the Bay. He is good to go for tonight's matchup against Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors, who are looking to bounce back after that. How are we characterizing what happened in Boston, Perk? Smackdown?
Yeah, spanking.
Welcome inside.
Beatdown.
Oh, yeah, a beatdown in Beatdown. Welcome inside our Los Angeles studio. Chiney Agumake, Kendrick Perkins, Richard Jefferson. I'm Malika Andrews. A monster game, another one from Alperen Şengün wasn't enough to escape the Los Angeles Clippers. I want to turn our attention, though, to the second game of our doubleheader. Now that you know that Giannis is good to go, what are you watching for in this one, Chiney?
I'm looking for the synergy between him and Dame. That duo, I think that's what we've been waiting for. Finally, they've turned the corner defensively. Now we're switching it over to offense to see if they can keep building upon this.
Well, for me, what I'm looking for from the Warriors is more of like the bounce back. How are they going to continue to play? You know, look, they did have a terrible Boston game. That's fine. They're going to be fine. I'm not worried about them. But to me, when I look at Golden State, I feel like this is an opportunity. Look, you can get beat down. You're champions. Let's answer. And I think they can make a great final push. And I think the Bucks are looking to do the same.
I'm looking at Draymond Green and Giannis, that matchup. And I'm also looking at how are the Bucks going to guard Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors with all that moving. You know, is they going to keep that defensive intensity up?
Yeah, neither one of these teams can really afford to use this as nap time. No. They need to go out and they need to be able to capitalize on this game. Also, our teammate, Bob Myers, he's making his return today.
NBA on ESPN is presented all season long by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And in part by Applebee's. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Welcome to a beautiful night in the gorgeous Bay Area. Now that's a postcard. And it's the site for the second game of our Wednesday night NBA doubleheader. And of course, home of the Golden State Warriors. The home stretch in the regular season and a sellout crowd at the Chase Center as the Bucks and Warriors match up for the second time this season. Our NBA Wednesday between these two teams presented by State Farm. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in the starting lineup, missed the last game with Achilles tendonitis, and he'll be in the lineup for head coach Doc Rivers for the surging Bucks. And Steph Curry and the Warriors back home after a very successful road trip. They're at 3-1, although it ended with a kind of an historic loss, but it's only one loss, and the Warriors have been playing some good basketball. Hi, everyone. Along with Bob Myers, Mike Breen on hand, George Sedano with us as well. This is a fun matchup, Bob, and it's also a very interesting evening for you because the place where you helped win 4 championships, you returned for the very first time. It's got to be a little emotional for you.
Yeah, I pictured beers and sweats, but I'm in a suit with you. So it is emotional, but I'm thrilled. This should be an awesome game tonight. I'm excited.
Well, we'll have some fun with that tonight, for sure. Meanwhile, Warriors have been having fun. Yes, the loss against the Celtics last time out was awful, but they're playing good basketball. What are you seeing from them, and what do they have to do to create some damage?
Well, look, both these teams have been great out of the break, Mike, but the Warriors obviously coming off that Celtics. That was a forgettable game. Steve Kerr said flush it down the toilet, but both of these teams turn great. The Bucks, they've been awesome out of the break, but the Warriors, it's a chance to reset after a tough loss on the road, but a good road trip, like you said, 3-1.
Bucks, meanwhile, have won 6 straight out of the break, and Damian Lillard all of a sudden looks a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, and that's Doc Rivers. I think he's decided he's going to run more pick and rolls. He met with Dame. He's telling him to be more of what he was in Portland, and it's obviously responding. When he scores 30 or more, they're 16-1, so Warriors got to keep him under that number.
As they begin a 4-game West Coast swing. Starting lineups are brought to you by Metro by T-Mobile. And Steve Kerr is thrilled tonight because for the first time since November, they have everybody available. Nobody on the injured list. And that includes the rookie Podziemski, who missed the last 2 games. Klay Thompson comes off the bench. Meanwhile, for the Bucks, without Chris Middleton, that's still someone they're hoping to come back soon, but they're very healthy as well. And as we mentioned, playing some good basketball. So set to go. And what's interesting, we were talking about this, Bob, before the game. It seems like, especially with all these teams and with the play-in, every game from now to the end of the regular season is a big game.
There's this thing that happens in the NBA post-All-Star. Everybody gets serious, and everybody understands what's at stake. And avoiding that play-in, great job, Adam Silver here tonight as well. Instituting that has made a great sense of urgency, Mike, to the last 20 games of the season. You want to avoid those